So our guest today is Jim Stein, the founder and CEO of American Ratings Corporation, the creators of the Diamond Certified program. Thanks for joining us on Skype.
Great to be here.
Why don't before we get into your experiences, why don't you just sort of quickly explain what American Ratings is and how big it's grown over the years, when you started and how big it's grown?
Well, we founded the company in late 2001, and what we do is we rate companies on customer satisfaction. Local companies like plumbers and painters and tax preparers, mostly service in the auto, home, health, personal and professional fields. And we rate them on customer satisfaction, and then those that score very well on the rating, we then present them to the public in various media, as well as provide them with research and tools to help them differentiate themselves based on high customer satisfaction for quality in the marketplace.
So Jim, from growing your own company, what do you think the most important thing that you've learned and piece of advice you can give to small businesses is?
Okay. Something that, well, everybody has their philosophies and ways of managing that works for them. And so this is my perception, is that I think small company CEOs should really understand how much of a leadership position they're in, and that it's 24/7 leadership. I'm not saying to work 24/7, but I'm saying who you are really comes through to your team, and that how you are every single day, every single second, every minute in business really is seen by your staff. So everything is a symbol of your company, and how it is to work there, how you treat the customers, how you deal when things go wrong is so important. It has a lasting impression. Every decision that you're making that's going to impact an employee or a customer actually will impact everybody for years. So consider that, and you should always be doing very symbolic decisions and realize that it's having a ripple effect throughout the entire marketplace. And I think a lot of CEOs say, oh, no, that customer's no good. We're going to do X, Y, and Z. And they don't realize that that's setting the tone for all their staff. That's setting the tone for how the marketplace thinks about it, as opposed to saying, what do I want my staff to get out of this, my decision? And I think that's something that all small company CEOs could hold in their mind every day more.
All right, you're in a unique position, and I don't want to let you go away without asking you some things, because you see so many companies, and your company is in the business of rating companies for overall customer satisfaction. What is the thing that you see that small business owners, the ones that get it right versus the ones that don't? Is there one or two things that really stand out to you as things that people should know?
Yes, we have rated over 2,000 companies. We've conducted over 270,000 individual customer surveys. And so we look at that, we look for patterns. And what we find is that most of the time when a company gets a complaint from customers, it's not over the actual service performed. It's around the communication. So for instance, something goes wrong, a lot of times it's because there wasn't good communication beforehand, or there's not proper follow-up after the fact. Yes, maybe there was a blip in quality or there was a mistake made, but if the communication was excellent before, during, and after, that customer would have been super satisfied, even though the business had to correct a mistake. So the message is, over-communicate and be a fanatic on how your company is communicating to consumers before, during, and after the job. If you do that, your satisfaction level is going to be much higher.
That's great. For the customers that aren't in an area where they could become Diamond Certified, what can they do as a differentiator to make themselves stand out? And, until you get there.
I'm a believer that local companies, owners, they work very hard at their craft. They really have to put a lot of time into it, and many times they put a lot of hours into it. they don't realize how much expertise in that particular field they've developed over the course of years. And they know they should contribute back to the community, but it's tough because you have to make payroll, you don't have time, and so forth. So you do a little bit. You always feel a little guilty. I did. But I think they should try to figure out a way that they can contribute their own expertise back to the community and try to help people in the community with the use of their expertise. They're expert. And so that gets their brand a sort of luster with their brand to say that, hey, they're active in these different areas, providing information on roofing, just free answers, or providing information on dentistry or what have you. So that's a little pet project of mine is contributing expertise. It's what you do as your business now, so that's kind of neat. I like what you're doing.
So thanks, Jim. That's about all the time we have for the 5-minute version. If you want to see the full in-depth version of this interview, go to the Small Business File website, go to the In-Depth tab, and click on Success Roadmaps.